Guys, this is NHRA 1975, November 9th, 2021, and I'm starting on the interior, but let's just tell you about what's going on with the engine. With the engine, what I am doing is I ordered a camshaft from Howard's Cam, a retro roller. So a roller camshaft will totally eliminate this situation from happening. Flat ruined the lifter, and after that arrives, this retro roller camshaft, I'm going to ship this engine to a local machine shop, West Carleton Automotive. They're going to install the cam and check the rest of the engine, make sure there's no other damage with it. It should be alright, I mean, hopefully, but it's important to get, if there is any particles that could work loose, like you could reassemble this whole thing and then there's a small particle that ends up working its way through and then ruin the engine. So it's important to take it all apart, clean it, and put it back together. Don't install the roller camshaft. And on top of that, I'm going to get this thing dyno tested and broken in properly. And then I know it's a good unit. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Because, man, this is a pain in the neck, taking all this apart. As you can tell, I have prepped all this. So it's ready to come out whenever the camshaft arrives, which I ordered at the end of August. So as you know, supply chains as well have come into this. So the camshaft should potentially be arriving probably sometime in December. I contacted Howard's Cams and they said the camshaft has been ground and they're just awaiting the lifters. The lifter should be arriving in the end of this month, and then by the time it's shipped up here, probably sometime in December, I'm hoping that it arrives. I pull this whole thing out, bring it to the machine shop, get it dyno tested, get it running right, proper, and then I don't have to worry about it more. I simply drop it in and then forget about it. Until like 10 or 15 years from now, when probably there's some kind of motor laws, as they call it, that you can't run, or they'll tax anything that uses gasoline. Anyways, so maybe one day there'll be one of those electric motors in here replacing the fossil fuel one, but no time soon, guys. Anyways, while I'm waiting for this, I did do a few things like fix the exhaust and everything. But yeah, I've decided to work on the interior. So let's go in the interior and see what's going on here. What I'm going to do here, as you can tell, I've painted all the floors and everything, and I'm going to install this Kilmat, right? This Kilmat is sort of like a copy of Dynomat. But, you know, it'll work. It'll cut the sound down a lot because it'll be pretty tinny in here. Hopefully as well cut down on some heat. So you just basically peel these off. And then I bought the little specialized roller wheels, and there you go, right? So I'll do that in the meantime, and I'll install the floor mat, which is just a used floor mat, but it should work just well. It has a little patch in it. I'd use some shoe goo on that, but you know, let this sit out in the sun, relax a bit, and then get that in, and that'll serve pretty well for the floors. And then of course get the seats in. So I think these are actually, when I bought the truck, someone had actually put these in after the fact. In fact, I know they did, because there's non-stock holes here. Someone just drilled up some holes. So yeah, I'll get the seats in as well. So I'll try to complete the interior here while I'm waiting for the engine and move on. Yeah, maybe I'll do, I think that's about it really. I mean, once the interior's in, probably there's not much more I can do until the camshaft arrives. But at least I'll have a full interior. Hopefully I won't have to take it all apart because there'll be some failure. But yeah, we'll go ahead and let you see this interior thing installed. Okay, let's move on. Alright guys, back again. So far this Kilmat actually seems to be installing fairly easy. I would recommend you pay the extra and get the specialized wheel, because it is a bit hard to sort of push all those bubbles out and whatnot. So but yeah, don't try to use like a wallpaper roller or something else. They're going to cheapen out, so spend the extra money. Get this. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever use them again for anything, but you never know. But yeah, this Kilmat isn't too hard to put on. Basically, Just peel it and stick it, right? You know? And that's it, really. I mean, I guess there's obviously a long side, short side, so you just want to, kind of like floor tiling, want to plan out how you're going to do it, right? But it's not bad. And hopefully, you know, cuts down on the noise and perhaps the heat. There's some pieces of insulation and stuff like that left over on the rubber mat from its original install, let's call it, and so that might as well cut down that noise and heat even more, so it'll help, right? So anyways, it's just one of these deals like this, guys. Real easy. If you have stereo equipment, you got hi-fi, AM, FM, I don't know what kind of stereo equipment's in these days, but it'll help for that too. And just roll it on, boom, and then roll it on. I mean, that was a sloppy one there, but oh well. You see, just like that, guys. Conforms not so bad, you know. Anyways, you guys got the gist of it, so we'll continue on with this, and next shot will be all this laid down with I'll put the mat in and stuff. So alright, just following up, guys. So it took actually quite a while putting this Kilmat in. It's in now. The amount I used in the box is, I'll just show you here. So it's 80 mil, 36 square feet, and I did basically most of the floor. I guess I could put more in, I could order more, but I'm not. Taking apart, you could put some of the door panels here, but these door panels, man, oh man, they're a pain in the neck taking on and off, so I'm not going to do that. And the roof here, I'm just going to leave it all headliner for now, and maybe one day put some sound deadener, Kilmat, and headliner on it. But yeah, that should be sufficient to cut the sound down, at least for now. So I'm just going to put the carpet in, or the rubber mat, and see how that looks. Alright, rubber mats in / carpet. Doesn't fit too bad. I'll have to create some holes, because this was originally a bench seat only rubber mat, so this has got the 60/40 seat, so there's a few holes I have to create for the seats, but it doesn't fit too bad, to tell you the truth. So yeah, and it's much better than just having a painted floor. So now I have the Kilmat and the rubber mat, so I'm gonna try to find what interior pieces I have. Like, I don't think I'll be able to use the kick panels. Kick panels go down that way, because the wiring's in the way now. That all this wiring isn't stock, it's a kit, so that won't work. I don't know what these kind of panels I have here. I don't know, I'll have to go check. I haven't really touched a lot of my interior stuff. This whole thing is gone, so that kind of sucks. I mean, someone ripped it off. So I don't know, maybe I'll put some like black vinyl over it or something, I don't know. My interior is kind of like low on the list in terms of everything else, but I just used, you know, some used parts I could get my hands on. I mean, this mat was pretty cheap, and it just needed the repair over there. So anyways, just continue on here. I'll see what I can do for interior parts, and you know, work on this. And going up here again, as you can tell, I got the floor mat in, and some of the sort of interior paneling. One kick panel actually fit. The other one, there's no way that's gonna fit because of the all the wiring, but that's okay. I'll bundle up that wiring, clean up all this. Yeah, and then it's not gonna quite match, but some components. I mean, the grays, and obviously that's red, so red and beige probably don't go too well together, but it's free. Just, I'm not gonna look around for a new one right away. Just leave it. kind of got that multicolor touch here, I guess. I don't know, but just got to put the seats in, and that's it really. So seat belts work. So I mean, hey. Okay, finishing up here. The seats are in, so the interior's assembled, which is great. So it looks nice with those dome lights all working nice, and this and that. So the hardest part of this was the hardest part was trying to fit through these 3/8 bolts in the rubber mat because there were no holes there. So, and you're also trying to go through that jute matting, and then the drill bit gets all full of that. There was a trick a long time ago to not have it happen like that in terms of when you're drilling it and it gets all caught up in the fabric, but I forget. Anyways, put a bunch of fender washers on there and Loctite and everything to try to replicate what they did originally in terms of thickness. So hopefully that's thick enough and doesn't totally rip out. So the interior is done. Just gonna wait for the camshaft now. So it's gonna arrive, I'd say sometime in December, and then just pull the engine out, bring it to the machine shop, get it dynoed, get it running right, and might be like a midwinter's first drive with this thing. I'll take some video. Talk to you later.